devoted thing was something that you put on the altar, and you burnt it. It was you giving it over completely to the Lord. And they took the thing that was supposed to be given over completely to the Lord and put it back into their own lives. Is anybody up? I don't even want to ask that. But again, I wonder, has God ever cut you off in the middle of your prayer and cut straight through all the stuff that was coming out of your mouth? Well, Lord, they did me wrong, and I don't understand why they're being so mean to me, and they just don't like me. And he says, but baby, you've been talking about them. Well, God, I don't understand why my finances just can't seem to get straight. If I had more money, Bishop, I'd give to the Bold Adventure campaign. And God just says, you don't give 20 cents out of the $2 that you have now. So why should I believe that you'll give more when you have more? Anybody ever, God ever cut into your prayer? If you're anything like Joshua or anything like Jesse, God will periodically pop into the center of your situation to give you the solution that you've been seeking. But he won't always tell you what you want him to say, but he'll tell you just what he sees. He won't tell you what you want to hear, but he'll tell you exactly what he sees so that he can help you to get through this situation. Because the truth of the matter is that Joshua and the children of Israel should have been able to overcome this challenge. But there was one thing standing in their way. They should have been able to do this, but one thing was standing in their way, and God saw just what it was. So they sought God in the midst of the struggle. God saw things that they didn't see. And the third and final thing I want to leave with you is they understood that they had to stop it before it stopped them. They understood. They understood they had to stop it before it stopped them. Verses 10 through 13 says, then the Lord said to Joshua, get up. Why have you fallen on your face? Israel has sinned. They have transgressed my covenant that I commanded them. They have taken some of the devoted things. They have stolen. They have lied. Put them in their own belongings like they were theirs. Therefore, the people of Israel cannot stand before their enemies. They turn their backs before their enemies because they have become devoted for destruction. I will be with you no more unless you destroy the devoted things from among you. Get up, consecrate the people, and say, consecrate yourselves for tomorrow. For thus says the Lord God of Israel, there are devoted things in your midst, O Israel, and you cannot stand before your enemies until you take away the devoted things from among you. So there are two quick things I want to say, and I'm going to have my seat. First thing I want you to notice is the seriousness of the situation. The situation was serious because it was serious because God saw, he told them that they would never experience victory until they put out what should not have been brought in. Preach, Jason. I'm going to say that again. He said that they would never experience victory until they put out what should not have been brought in. This time they couldn't shout a victory. This time they couldn't sow a seed for a victory. This time they couldn't speak a victory. The only way that they were going to get the victory in this situation was to target the thing that was stopping them and go through the process of stopping it. Hold your breath, because this may sting a minute, but I wonder what's in your inner circle that's stopping you. What's in your daily routine that's stopping you? What's hidden in your private world that's stopping you? And while you tried to build your life on top of it and act like it's not there, God sees it, so it's stopping you. Is it a bad attitude? Don't let it stop your show. If it's a proud heart, don't let it stop your show. If it's a lustful mindset, don't let it stop your show. If it's an abusive behavior, don't let it stop your show. If it's a terrible temper, don't let it stop your show. Lazy work habits, don't let it stop your show. Because you got to see that thing is so serious that you can't afford to stand by and act like it's not an issue. You've got to stop it before it stops you. Stop it before it stops you walking in a peaceful marriage. Stop it before it stops you living in the joy of the Lord. Stop it before it stops you from experiencing a peaceful child. Stop it before it stops you from being a blessing that God designed you to be. Look at your neighbor and say, boy, stop. Girl, stop. Just stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Girl, stop. Please stop. Stop. Look at him with your most North Memphis attitude and say, girl,